Invents once said that he would pick the lazy interviewee over his competition because the lazy person will always think of a way to get their work done quicker, or something like that. Here are the top 10 inventions that promote laziness, but were probably also inspired by them. Number 10. Selfy The Easy Bed. While a self-making bed may deem the owner the king of laziness, the self-making EasyBed has not gone mainstream yet, so we don't know what kind of effects a morning free from bed making will have on humanity. But the inventor's laziness may actually prove useful for some who are not capable of making their own beds for medical reasons. Number 9. Selflacing Sneakers. Back to the Future has left many people wondering where 2015's incredible inventions are. Self-adjusting clothes are still a little far off, but self-lacing sneakers may be for you if you could afford the $720 on the Nike HyperAdapt 1.0. Unlike Nike's Air Max, which did resemble Marty McFly's shoes from Back to the Future, the HyperAdapt are less of a collector's prop and more of a functional self-lacing shoe. The shoes charge via a wireless charger that allows you to go for up to 2 weeks without charging, and an onboard memory that recalls how tight you like to wear them. Number 8. Segways and Hoverboards. Segways were invented as a more fuel-efficient way for people to get to and from work in urban areas. They were heavy and awkward to use, as there are no designated Segway lanes as there are bicycle ones. In some cases, hoverboards managed to transcend the issues regarding portability with the Segway. However, though this may be their intended purpose, both of these have become either a sad stereotype for mall security personnel or young people who would rather not walk anywhere, including inside grocery stores. Number 7. Recliners. The Lazy Boy was first invented in 1928 when Edwin Shoemaker crafted a seat to fit the contours of his back out of orange crates. He intended the chair to be a deck chair of sorts, but was encouraged to upholster the chair by an early customer who did not find the idea of lying on bare wood appealing. Number 6. Social networks. Besides allowing us to be passively social networks somehow diminish the need for people to search for things anymore. In fact, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg used the site to crowdsource information for his art history classes. News, beauty, trends, food recipes, and items for sale are always on our various desktops just waiting for us to consume. The same can be said about the goings-on of our families and friends, who we no longer have to call, email, or text. Number 5. Credit cards. While this virtual money spending method is much safer and more convenient than having to go out, withdraw cash, and then walk around with it, it has contributed to a whole lot of lazy spending habits. Shopping online, for example, allows people to spend hours at home instead of them having to actually leave and browse through a real store. While this may be useful for those who can't move about freely, there are a few couch potatoes that might benefit from the fresh air. Number 4. Remotes. Speaking of couch potatoes, does anyone remember the days when television channels had to be changed manually? These days, there's not much that doesn't work off a remote, from lights to computers and kitchen appliances. Although, if you're the youngest in the family, it might still be your job to retrieve one of these remotes for the household elders. Number 3. The calculator. The first of these ingenious inventions was commercialized in 1892 by William Seward Burroughs. There might be many 10th grade math students glaring at their screens, wondering how we could betray them like this. But like it or not, calculators have contributed enormously to many people's unwillingness to do mental mathematics, especially as we do carry them with us wherever we go. Sorry, math teachers. Number 2. Velcro. George de Mestral contributed 2 major inventions in clothes fastening during his lifetime, the first being the hook and eye, and the second being Velcro. After returning from a walk to discover tiny cockleburrs stuck to his coat, Mestral examined them to find that they had multiple tiny thin hooks that allowed them to attach to fur. The rest, as they say, is history, and an entire generation of children who put off learning to tie laces because they had Velcro shoe fasteners were born. Number 1. The Escalator. Inventor Jesse Reno lazily ascends into our number 1 spot, as his invention has allowed people everywhere to avoid climbing the stairs to their destinations since 1896. His moving staircase was such a novel idea that 75,000 people rode the invention during an exhibit at Coney Island. Today, the escalator has more practical applications, and we admit they are necessary ones. As usual, thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to see more awesome Top 10 clips. We come out with Top 10 videos just for you every week. Be sure to like this clip and leave a comment. Then feel free to go ahead and check out one of our other Top 10 videos that you see on the screen right now. You can also now follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and other social media platforms.